I have been streaming this entire time without my fucking audio or microphone on. Awesome. Only for an hour. That's awesome. As you guys make your way back through the town, you guys notice Darrett. Becklin calls him over. Yeah? You can see on his face, in fact, you know what? Everybody can give me an insight if you wish. She says, in the morning, I need you to guide them, to the west of the ironclad encampment. We want to see what's over there, and they're gonna need your help. Wow. Wow. Pedrag, you're the only one who really sees it. Darrett is quite sad about the loss of everybody that he has known for quite some time. But he is angry. He seems determined as he straightens up and says, I'll do that. Not a problem. Is the rules of engagement? She says, do not engage. Seems a little upset by this, but says very well. Says, come back to the tower soon. You're gonna need some rest before you take them out. I'll be there soon. And he continues going back to stitching some more people up.
Braun's gonna help just for like an hour before going to bed. I'm gonna make sure I get tons of sleep, but not running right to bed if there's anyone who immediately needs help before I head up there.
I mean, for the most part, most of them are, pretty patched up or already dead. For the most part. Why do you got spell slots you still wish to burn?
I got one. That's it. But whatever. If there's nothing immediately in the area, then he's just gonna kind of stay up for an hour essentially before going in. But that's fine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can continue to help. But you guys settle in for a long rest. And as you do so, I would like you all to put in your sheets. Second. Under experience points, I want you to change it to 900. And then the little anvil next to your character's level should start flashing. Red and black symbol.
Ding.
You can click that and get yourselves a level up while I go get a drink.
Yeah. Okay then.
Did you roll or are you taking the average HP?
I rolled and got the average HP. So I'm going with that.
Oh, I've got 2 6s in a row.
Uh-oh, one more. And
One
roll
more
of
in
the
Hail Satan.
beast.
Oh no, I forgot which bard college I was gonna pick.
Alright, I am back.
Isn't my con modifier added to HP?
Yes, it should be.
It's giving me 6 when I click average instead of 8.
Yeah, if you look at the top of your sheet though, where it says your actual HP, it will have factored that in. That is just the roll it's showing you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Do keep track though. If anybody has like tough or durable, something like that, make sure it's giving you the correct amount of HP once you level up. So keep an eye on what you started with before the level up and what you're going into it with to make sure it adds up properly. Oh, I cannot believe I just streamed the first hour without fucking microphone or desktop sound on. That's fantastic.
Is there a fireplace in the brass crab?
I probably forgot to add it to the map, but yeah, sure, probably is.
All right. Just wondering.
Why? Trying to burn the tavern down?
No, my guy just loves fire. So he's probably, when he's drinking his whiskey, he's probably chilling by it.
How about you went back to the keep?
Well, and then it would be the same kind of concept. I'm just kind of wondering. We'll be back in the brass crab.
How do you know that?
I yearn for fish pies.
Do I have to do anything to the multi-class part at the bottom?
No, not unless you're multi-classing.
What would happen if I did?
Then you would gain a level in a different class.
At the cost of what?
At the cost of one level in whatever class you are right now, which is Bard.
Oh, okay, fair.
How's everybody level up coming?
I am complete.
Picking spells still.
Stuck on spells too.
I just got the spells. I was trying to forgot which college it was I was gonna pick, so I had to relook them up quick.
I think you had said you wanted the is it the word singer?
That wasn't one of the colleges.
Yeah, it is.
Was it? Oh, I ended up picking eloquence because it gives me more charisma and it makes my rolls better, and it.
Did you take a look at what it actually does though, like for
Yes.
the subclass? Not just what it does now, but what it does later.
Maybe not.
An eloquence bard is kind of like fancy pants.
Oh, true. How do I go back? Can I go back?
Yeah, just go back to where you chose your subclass and just click a different one. I believe the word singer, that's WYRD, was a bragger. However, if you change your mind on that one, you can pick a different one. Bro, my neighbor slams his motherfucking door one more goddamn time. I swear to God. Bro, he's shaking my fucking house like every 5 minutes. Last hour.
God damn.
It's easy leveling up as a cleric because I technically have access to all my spells. It's just however many I can prep now a day. Or
Yep.
my spell slots, rather. Yeah, I guess, and my prepping. I can prep one more.
Don't forget to go through it, though, as a cleric and write down all the ones you want. Add to your list, though.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've added the ones that I think are useful for now, but they're probably weren't and add in there.
Yeah, because the third-party ones, they're not going to show up unless you fucking... You know the names of them, right?
True. I just got access to second-level spell slots, though, so... Hallelujah.
Like everybody
I'm
should
ready.
now.
I'm ready, and I'd like to change my weapon. The one I'm calling as a weapon,
As your
packed
Hexblade weapon?
Yeah,
Yeah, I believe you can do that after every long rest, can you not?
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Would I be considered evil if I went with the College of Whispers?
Why would you be considered evil?
Well, I don't know. You can seed paranoia into people's heads. The Mantle of Whispers. I can steal people's shadows and use it to become them if they've died within 30 feet of me.
No subclass is considered evil. It depends on how you use it.
Okay, yeah, because Words of Terror was what made me think of it. It's like, if I speak to a person for more than 1 minute, I can attempt to seed paranoia and fear in its mind. And at the end of the conversation, they must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
They're also a melee bard by the looks of it. Like the first thing you get at level 3, Psychic Blades. You join the College of Whispers at 3rd level, you gain the ability to make your weapon attacks magically toxic to a creature's mind. So when you're picking your subclass, make sure that it's going to line up with how you want to play your character, because
Okay.
the Psychic Blades from that one is going to be your bread and butter as that bard, that type of bard. And unless you're planning on like wading into combat wielding a melee weapon, it's going to be a little difficult for you.
I'm just prepping my spells for the morning.
Sure. And Gondar, the weapon you wish to use,
Is a glaive.
do you have a glaive?
Yeah, I can change the form of my packed, the form that my packed weapon changes. It takes.
I think you have to have one of those weapons, though. Give me 1 second. Let me. Hexblade, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of the ability?
What? It's not in Hexblade. It's in Pact of the Blade.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Alright, I figured it out. I'm gonna take College of Lore and get just a bunch of magic.
Alright, Pact of the Blade. Time to create it. Proficient with it while you wield it. Weapon counts as magic for the purpose of overcoming resistance. You need a magical non. You need a non-magical damage. Disappears if it is more than 5 feet away from you for 1 minute or more. Disappears if you use this feature again. If you just... Okay. Yeah, sure. Gondar, that works.
Okay. I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
It's not doing my spells right.
What do you mean?
I picked 5.
Yep.
I hit next,
Okay.
and it said I learned 2, and it didn't include the ones from my oath. So I went back, and now it says you can add 5 new spells. I'm at 7 of 5 spells chosen, and it won't let me deselect the ones I didn't want.
Alright, give me a sec. What oath are you?
Vengeance. I have not hit apply changes yet, if you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
No, I'm looking something up real quick.
Ooh, Continual Flame is such a cool spell. You can light a fire that will go until dispelled, like no matter what. The duration is until dispelled, which is always fun.
Okay. So, to drag. You know what spells you want, right?
Yes.
Alright, so what you're gonna do is... You have 5 spells at that level? Okay. So... Paladin is like a cleric by the looks of it. Which means you have access to your entire list. So what you're going to do is you're going to just take a picture of the ones you want. And make sure you know what ones are from your oath. And then you're just going to skip selecting them. You're going to hit apply changes. And then once it loads, you're just going to type them into the compendium and drag them into your sheet.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to like pick 3 and then I get the 2 from the oath, or is it 5 plus the 2 that I can't replace?
That's the one thing about Roll20. I hate how they do that. Druids, paladins, and fucking clerics have access to their entire spell list, and they just choose what to prep in the like after a long rest. So the fact that it is limiting those classes, being like, oh, you can only choose, you know, fucking 3 spells at this level. That's not how the fuck that works. And it really annoys me that Roll20 hasn't fixed that yet. Like, whenever I level up my druid in my buddy's game, I have to sit there and look at the spell list, and I will have to write down all the spells I want because I have so many spells already in my sheet, it won't let me select any fucking new spells. Just because I have access to my whole list, so I put, you know, anything I think I'll ever use in my fucking sheet so I can prep it when I need to and not have to look it up after every long rest.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And it doesn't fucking like that.
Yeah, whenever I level up, it gets angry. I just skip the spells area.
Yeah.
And just make note of my spell slots and how many I can prep.
So what you're going to want to do, Padrag, is kind of go through your spells list. Write down the names of any that you want, like, ever. Because a lot of the third-party spells I have, they're very useful. But unless you already know the names, you got to search for them in the compendium. And it's a pain in the ass. So write them all down. And then skip putting them in your sheet. Hit apply changes, and then just type the names into compendium and drag them into your sheet afterwards.
Okay, I hit apply changes, and it gave me 9. It gave me the ones I wanted plus 2 that I had deselected, so I could select the 2 I wanted. So, can you remove the 2 I don't want, or are they just there and I just won't use them?
I mean, I would. You have access to your entire spell list. If there's something you might at some point ever prep for whatever reason, I would just leave them there.
Okay, and the little circle next to them.
You click that to make them red, and that signifies your prepped spells.
Okay.
Also, the 2 spells you get from your oath, I would like you to click the mouse over them, hit the I, and then when you mouse over it, a gear should pop up. And then in brackets next to the name, put in oath. So that you know that these spells do not go against your prepared ones.
Savage, I have to correct myself. I apologize. I don't think I was able to choose a martial archetype.
Back. Where is your sheet? You are a level 3 fighter with, yeah, no subclass. Okay.
My stuff's all ready.
What?
Do you have to? I said my stuff's already. Do you have to fix it still?
I gotta deal with Bedvere's issue here. So,
All right, I'm gonna run out for a smoke. I'll be right back.
yeah. Fuck. I don't know if there's a way to fix this without starting it over from level 1. Do you know which one you want?
I do. Battle Master.
Okay. Oh. Fighter.
It looks like I can drop it into the character sheet if you want me to. I don't know how that'll affect it.
See. Okay. So, it allowed you to drop it in, but it does not.
I haven't dropped it in yet.
I did.
Ah, okay.
So if you look at the top of your sheet, it should say Battle Master Fighter 3 now, right?
Oh, it does indeed.
Yeah. However, now we have to go through and actually add things manually. Alright, so, let's see, we got... So you didn't choose your maneuvers either, eh?
Not.
Okay, so... Damn it.
But I know which ones I'm looking for if it makes it easier.
You know which ones?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. It did add your stuff in. Sweet. Okay, hold on a sec. Go. So, didn't ask you to select a artisan type. I guess I gotta add that one in.
I'll be right back.
Sorry, y'all.
All right, I'm back whenever you guys are ready.
And what kind of artisan tools do you want, Bedveer?
Would blacksmithing count?
Sure.
Or smithing? Let's go with that.
Alright, and what maneuvers did you want?
I believe there are 3. I would go with disarming attack. Oh god, what's the one that causes fear? And then the riposte, please. Give me a second, I get the name for you. Menacing attack.
Alright, and now for some reason it says you have 4, 5, and 6 superiority dice, so give me a second here. Figure out why that is.
I'm back.
Alright, I believe we are good.
Thanks.
Almost good. drag. Paladins do not get cantrips.
That was my feat.
Okay. Guild?
Yes.
Skilled gives you proficiency and a combination of 3 skills or tools of your choice, which I believe. Yeah.
Oh no, it was
The other one is Shield Master.
They've been on my sheet since level 1. I've used them in combat. If I cheated, I apologize. Oops.
Is it a thief thing?
The hell was that?
Yeah, I had Toll of the Dead and Word of Radiance.
Blessed Warrior. That's where you got it from.
Oh yeah, it's the fighting style, not a feat. My bad.
Okay, yeah. So you just got to go in and same thing in the compendium. Drag them over and drop them in.
To the front page?
Doesn't matter where you drop them. They should show up in your spell list. There's Word of Radiance. I see that.
So we did the long rest, and I now have a level 2 spell, but it says I have 0 slots. Do I refresh those slots?
Yes. You should just hit long rest, and it should work.
Well, I hit long rest before I leveled up, so it didn't fill it in. So it says
hit it
slot
again.
total. Okay, so slot total is 2. That means I make it 2.
No, just hit long rest.
Oh, okay, perfect. I took the spell Aid, so now I can give 3 people 5 temporary hit points that last 8 hours.
Nice.
Oh, I think you're adding it now.
All right, there you go. All right, so are we good now? Everybody got your level up done?
Good.
Can I link a couple I took, or do I need to do that in character to explain what I know how to do now?
I would just let it happen naturally in combat, personally.
There's at least one that I'd like people to know about in advance, because it's a fear that can be broken if anybody damages it.
1 sec. 1 second. Yeah? No? Has he been beating the shit out of the door all day or what? No, it's not me. Sorry. Even my grandmother was wondering if it was me banging around. So yeah, go ahead. If you want to tell him about your ability, why not?
So my channel divinity that I can use once per long rest allows me to try to fear something, and if I do that, it breaks on any damage. While feared, the creature can't move, can't benefit from bonus to its movement speed becomes 0. I'm not sure how it works if something's like flying. And even on a successful save, its speed is halved, but it only lasts until. So, like, if I don't fear it because they save, their movement speed is still reduced by half. But that debuff goes away as soon as it gets damaged. I think that's the only one I really wanted to bring up as a like, please don't break crowd control unless you have to, kind of thing. But everybody can do what they want.
All right,
Sounds good.
Gondor, whatever you're trying to roll isn't working.
I got some mad AoE, so that's good.
Yeah, I know.
Gondar, /R space and then what you have typed there.
Well, I'm trying to set up some macros.
For what?
Attack, damage, etc.
Okay. What are you trying to add?
Well, my glaive damage, and there I have some macros I'd like to delete, but I don't know how.
So, do you see the where you've got your attacks there on your sheet?
Yeah.
If you hit that lock underneath your glaive in that, you hit the lock, they should all be highlighted, and each one will have like a little red button next to them. The red button deletes them. The 3-line button on the left side moves it in the list.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah, but I can't seem to delete them.
Which one are you trying to delete?
Can you see my macros?
Oh, don't do it through your macros, dude. Do it directly on your sheet.
Okay.
So if you're looking at your sheet, right? See how you've got where all your attacks are, like your Eldritch Blast, your Light Hammer, your Hex, etc.
Yes.
You see how they're all kind of highlighted right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever one you don't want in your sheet anymore, you just hit the red button next to it, and it'll delete them.
Okay, but I have some macros which are not on my sheet. I don't even have them.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if you just click the whatever weapon you want to use on your sheet, it'll automatically roll it. You don't have to make macros for each thing you're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, there's some juicy spells in your deep magic stuff. My God.
Yup. Really is.
Pro tip. Holy shit.
What are you trying to add macros for, Gondar?
Glaive damage.
Yeah, so if you just look on your sheet and you just hit the word glaive, just click on it for me. And now you see how it rolled your attack there in chat? If you just click the word glaive in chat, it'll automatically roll your damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so just hit that for me real quick. We'll show you real quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that way you don't have to take the time to make the macros and all that. That's what the character mancer does, is so that every time you add something to your sheet, you don't have to make a macro. It literally does it for you. Makes it a little easier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
No worries. All right, so you guys have gone and rested in the keep. Alright, so let's see what we got going on now. So, in the morning, Becklin awakes you all. The sun is not quite up yet. Still dark. But she wakes you all. Jared is already there in his I don't know, let's call it sneaky gear, I guess. She says, it is time. You should get up and get ready. So for those of you in plate armor, it takes about 10 minutes to put that on and whatnot. I'm pretty sure leather takes like a minute. You guys can take your time and get ready. Anybody doing anything in the morning besides prepping spells and so on?
I'm prepped.
So I'm going to. Who's with me? And
you guys are basically all in the same room.
And who has the weakest armor?
You.
Well, beyond me.
Probably. I'm gonna guess it's probably Gondar. I think everybody else is in plate or chainmail or something in that vicinity.
Am I allowed to choose myself with aid?
Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Are you in range of yourself?
Yes.
Then
so
yes.
I'm going to cast aid, and I'm going to use it on myself and the 2 people with the weakest armor classes.
So you're not going to know exactly what their armor class
So that's
is.
That's why I asked them who has the weakest armor.
I would say that.
I think I'm one of them.
Yeah, probably you, Gondar, and I'm guessing the other 3 are probably about roughly the same when it comes to at least their armor types.
Alright, well, I'll use it on Gondar, and you guys rock, paper, scissors for the other one.
I won't go for it because I still have Ispin's shield.
And I've got chain with a shield, so I'm pretty okay.
Alright, so it goes to Padraig.
I'm the one with Ispin's shield. I'm passing on that, unless you really want to give it to me.
Oh, so Braun. No, I keep mixing your guys' voices up. Which character you are.
I'll gladly accept.
So, in that case,
So add 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah, so underneath your
for
guys...
8 hours.
Underneath your guys' current and maximum HP, there should be another box that says temporary HP. You guys can each put 5 in that box. Oh. You play a jaunty tune and everybody... people feel a little bit more bolstered.
I think they're not temporary hit points. I think our max points, hit points are increased. It's not exactly the same.
It is maximum. Yeah, it's maximum. So in brackets where it says maximum hit points, in brackets, put your total plus 5.
And then do we add that to our current hit points as well?
Yes. Yeah, I thought it was temporary hit points. It's maximum and current hit points by 5.
I didn't think there was a difference.
Yes,
I thought because they're gonna go away in 8 hours.
No, that's why you're putting it in brackets. So don't delete the original number. Leave the original number there, but then in brackets put, along with the extra 5. What temporary hit points does is they are not regainable. So let's say you guys get into a fight the second you leave the city, and right now your current maximum is 5 higher, right? You guys get into a fight, you lose, like, say, 10 HP, you can regain even that extra 5 when you get healed. Whereas temporary hit points, when you take damage and your temporary hit points are gone, they are gone.
Nice.
They don't come back.
You can also only have one set of temporary hit points. So if an ability gives you 5 and another ability gives you 8, you wouldn't have 13. You'd have to replace the 5 with the 8.
Yes, whereas this would stack because you would have temporary hit points from whatever else, and then this one is increasing your maximum hit points. So these ones would stack, which is why this spell is a level 2 versus a lot of people have a level 1 spell that can give them temporary hit points and such.
Good choice, Dumb Bear.
All right, so you guys ready to head out?
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Please not fish pie.
Yeah. Not that.
Garrett comes around the corner with some fish pies.
Bron's actually
Nice.
excited.
If you guys aren't hungry, if you don't like the fish pies, I can always eat 7.
You can
Hey,
have mine.
Keep your hands off mine.
Oh, I need some parchment if I don't have any before we leave.
At this point
one
in
of my
the morning,
spells has a material.
you know what? Becklin will say, is it something that's consumed by the spell or no?
I can't tell. Let me link it.
If it doesn't say that it is consumed by the spell, it's not. In which case, you don't need the parchment because your holy symbol or arcane focus or whatever takes care of that.
While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna walk over and pick up my How to Hunt Bears picture book and put it in my bag.
Yeah, sure. And no, you don't need the parchment.
Oh, okay. It doesn't disappear.
No. If something is consumed by the spell, it will say it is consumed by the spell. Or the only other time I require you to have the material components is if there is a gold cost to it.
Like resin with diamonds.
Yeah, like a revivify spell. Say you need this much diamonds. Actually, that one's consumed by the spell. There's a spell like summon draconic spirit or some shit, and it says you need a 500 gold statue, or a dragon-shaped statue worth 500 gold.
This one uses an emerald worth 100 GP.
Yes. See, that one, you would need it, but the spell wouldn't consume it, so you'd only ever have to have one. As long as you don't lose it. But that one, you would need the emerald. But did you guys finish up your breakfast and get ready to head out on the road? You all head out into the woods, northwest of Vogler. Creeping quietly, slowly search for signs of life. After about an hour, you finally find some tracks. Some are boot prints, but others are clawed reptilian tracks.
Can I see if I see any creatures within 100 feet of us, or any other traces like to follow?
Yeah, you find tracks. But other than that, there's no other signs within 100 feet of you. I would like one person, in fact, 2 people, can roll me a history at advantage.
Dumb Bear, not good with the history.
Yeah, I was living through glass.
I'll roll.
Got a shot. We're both allowed to, right? Yeah.
Braun. I'll give Padraig this as well. You both saw something like that back at the ruined wagon. Before you guys made it to Vogler.
I recognize these. This is very similar to those scaly creatures we encountered by the wagon. Beyond guard. Do we see? I think. Do we see a direction? Is it clear? That there's a trail?
Yep.
Do you think these lizards are working with the Ironclad?
It's starting to look that way.
We
will
face
tell.
a fear foe then.
So I wonder, I think we're probably right in assuming that all the clawed creatures are associated, but I wonder if we're overgeneralizing. Maybe, maybe not. Just wondering if grouping by species might be too quick, but I could be wrong.
Sounds like Bedvere's worried y'all are being racist.
Can I point
I
out
didn't say
what
that.
we see that reminds us of at the ruined wagon? Because that's where we met Darrett, right?
No.
Racist bears can't be racist.
That was not where you met Darrett. That was a different child you guys saved.
Is that kid alive?
Yeah, he's with the mayor.
I don't know.
Oh,
Is
that's
he
right.
still
He's
alive?
like in the near orphanage or whatever.
Nobody's checked on him since you guys dropped him off on the mayor. Saying.
We trust her.
We've seen him around.
I do.
So, you guys have found the tracks. What would you like to do?
Shall we follow?
I think we should, and I suggest a quick little check of omen here. I can do a quick augury ritual for 1 minute.
Using it as a ritual would take 11 minutes. And do you have specially marked sticks, bones, or similar tokens worth at least 25 gold?
Well, I don't know what similar tokens specifically refers to, but I got 25 gold. If I could lay that out in a fancy circle. It's
No.
similar.
I have the Ryoke's hammer pendant.
Let me look at my stuff. I haven't specifically picked up that. I do have a block of incense, but that's not worth anything. I guess incense is worth something. Hold on.
I have a 50 gold piece Kingfisher wood rod.
That's not what this spell is asking for.
So if
So
you
what
were
counts as a symbol?
if he were to craft runes or scratch runes into the back of the gold pieces,
Specifically marked sticks. Let me read the spell. Casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, or laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool.
I have Mason's tools.
Would the arcane focus not be a divining tool?
Divining is not the same as divine. Divining is like something for divination magic specifically. Or like tarot cards would work. Things like that. But let me continue reading the spell here. Gem inlaid sticks, dragon bone. I'm gonna say no. This is kind of like what is the word I'm thinking of? Like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen The Last Kingdom. You guys ever seen that show?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how that one the quote unquote sorcerers, they throw like bones and they read the bones.
Mm-hmm.
That is kind of what this is talking about.
Okay.
or rune
I gotta do
stones.
some shopping
So we just kill somebody and get their bone.
and then carve them
I'm really good at cleaning off bones. The bones.
and then push some gems into them. So yeah, not for now, but I'm gonna have to think about getting some stuff. But that's fine.
Yeah. So when you guys prep spells, make sure that you've got the stuff you need for it. That's
Luckily,
just
this
a
is
heads
a
up.
ritual. I don't need to prep them.
Shall we cautiously follow these tracks?
Let's.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast guidance on whoever taking lead on tracking.
Sure.
So I'm a natural tracker. If you want me to take some
So I'm
lead
gonna
on
kind of
track.
like walk beside him and place my hand on Bjorn's shoulder and say, "You got this, buddy."
So I can take, because I'm looking out for creatures, so I get advantage on any perception checks within
Okay.
100 feet.
Yeah, so perception checks is to notice them. That's not to follow them. But you guys, the tracks are pretty ingrained in the dirt. You know,
But yeah, so
they're
that I
heavy.
can notice when we're getting close, though. I've planned on just following the tracks, but using my vision to be scanning around, sniffing in my out.
Yeah, but what I mean is that ability, that's not what that does. That is to notice creatures, not
Yeah,
to.
well, and I'm looking for the creatures that left these tracks.
Okay. Can I finish? So,
Yes.
thank you. No rolls are needed. The tracks are quite obvious. You guys follow it. It takes you about an hour. As you follow the tracks, the woods give way to a ledge overlooking a shallow valley. You switch maps. And let me throw you guys in.
How shallow is the ledge?
So, you guys can only see up to about here, right?
That's correct.
All right, so you guys come up to a ridge, and it seems like the forest, though it has been rather thick, just ahead of you, it seems like it thins out quite suddenly. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to be sneaky.
You guys are going to move forward stealthily?
Dreg had asked how
Yeah.
I think shallow the ridge was. Like, how high are we?
Because of the way the forest is laid out, you can't really tell at this particular moment.
We just know there's a drop off ahead.
Yeah, you can tell there's a drop off, but how steep or how deep it is, you're not really sure. Not without moving closer.
I advised Darrett to stay close to us.
That's right, Darrett's there. Let's pull him in too.
Stay close, boy, and keep it down.
I volunteer to watch R6 as we approach it if we do.
If you guys want, I could go over there and just pretend to be a bear, and people won't pay me mind when I come out of the bushes.
They might be looking for some lunch. So if you do stay kind of stealthy.
Yeah, and I could lead them away. If you see me running, then you know it's time to start fighting.
So, is that your plan then?
Let's move forward a little bit first, I think.
Or we could use you to prime an ambush. You go forward, if you get any contact, run back.
Yes, perfect. And then bring them back this way, ready. Let's push to the edge of the clearing of the trees, and if we see them, then that could be our plan. You guys could make positions along the sides, and I can lead them right down the middle. So we're gonna move forward stealthily. I'm gonna take off my clothes so that I just look like a bear, and I'm gonna use my play dumb feature.
Who are you handing off your belongings to?
Whoever is at the last, whoever the last person is, because I'm gonna run past everybody, and then meet up with the person in the end of the line. So I guess that'd be Gondar.
Or
Yeah.
Darrett.
Surely.
It's up to you. You can hand it off to Darrett or Gondar if you wish.
I want to take the rear and keep an eye behind us so that we don't get nobody comes up behind us and corners us against a cliff.
Fair enough. I mean, it's just forest behind you guys. There's no real cliff, so to speak, unless you're talking about the cliff in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't want to
gotcha,
end up
gotcha.
fighting with my back to that since I don't know how far down it is.
Okay. Well, whoever is going to check it out, trying to be stealthy, give me a stealth roll and then start moving.
All right, give me one sec.
Okay, 21. You feel like you're being stealthy.
So I'm gonna keep creeping up. So which way am I moving though, Blair? Am I moving towards Braun or Darrett?
North. North is where the ridge is.
Can I see anything when I get to this part?
Can you see anything on the map?
No, it's still black.
Well then. As you get to there, I'm sure you can see it now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, as you get to there, the woods give way to a ledge overlooking a shallow valley. In the distance, dozens of low fires illuminate hundreds of red tents. Among them move patrols of shadowy human-like figures. Over 1,000 soldiers occupy the camp. A whole army.
I'm going to slowly back away as quiet as I possibly can.
Hey, sure. You do that.
Am I close enough to talk to them now?
You are.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
And as you say that, I want you, since I'm sure they're all looking towards you. You know what? I'll even allow Bedvere because of your angle. Bedvere and Bjorn can give me a perception check.
Is it about creatures?
Yeah, you have advantage, Bjorn. You finally get to use that feature you've been trying to use since you started playing. Yeah.
20, not 20.
You notice, you know what? In fact, they are going to do some stealths. Give me one moment. Just want to see exactly if you guys see them all or not. Check. Nope, that's the wrong one.
A nat 20 kind of seems like I'd see everybody.
You cannot crit on skill checks. On saves and attacks, you may, but not on skill checks. But it also means it's going to be really hard for them to hide from you, so... Alright, so that's those ones. Bedvere, you notice one one of these hooded creatures. Bjorn, you notice all three of those hooded creatures, and Bedveer, you definitely notice one of the Dragon Army soldiers. In fact, everybody does, because he rolled absolute shit. But the other one, only Bjorn you notice. And at this point, click on your tokens and then hit the initiative button, please. While I open stat blocks.
Everyone or just them?
Everybody.
Oh, and not 20 on initiative.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Feeling initiated.
Initiation complete.
Good, we needed that apparently.
Blair, are you able to add my Bane to my attacks too?
Your Bane doesn't do damage.
I know, but I want to be able to click it from my attack sheet so I don't have to go over to it.
Bro, it's 2 clicks. You got this.
I know, but my screen's really small, so I have to keep like expanding my window and shit and moving shit so that I can still see the battlefield and the spell list and shit at the same time.
So what you do is you just double click the character sheet, the top of it, to minimize it. When you need to look at your character sheet,
Oh,
you
I
just
didn't know I
double-click
could
open
do
it.
that. And then how do I open it? Oh, never mind. I figured it out.
All right, let me change the music here.
Oh, it says I didn't select a valid token when I rolled.
Hold on a sec.
What are we listening to? I didn't put the music on.
Give me a moment. I gotta change it, and I'll tell you in a second. Turn the Tide by Arcane Anthems.
Oh yeah. I can see it in the Discord, it tells me.
And then let me add Derek.
I don't know if my roll actually went to chat or not.
It did.
So I don't actually see the enemies on the map.
You should be able to.
I see us. Because I went back below the tree line with everybody else.
I know. The ones that you notice are to your left.
Oh, my bad. My character sheet was in the way.
Alright, so as you tell them that you guys should get out of here, you notice these creatures coming towards you. And although at first they are trying to hide, the fact that you have looked over directly at them, they shout, "Stop right there!" as they begin to charge in. Now, Bjorn, you are first up. However, if you haven't done it yet, I need you to uncheck everything in your inventory. Because you took all your clothes off. You may, however, I'm sure your loot is nearby, so I'll say that you were able to pick that up. You just don't have time to put on your armor and shit.
I don't have armor, Blair. I'm a bear.
Right. Fair enough.
So nothing in my inventory. The only thing I would have handed him would be my clothes. Everything else would have been in my and my bag, I guess. But,
Yeah, and your bag of holding.
but all I need is my loot.
Sure.
So can I use my bonus action to grab my loot?
Yeah. Actually, I would say that Padraig probably wouldn't have been holding it, so you could probably pick it up as a yeah, that's a bonus action. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so
I was getting my games mixed up.
I'm gonna pick it up. How many feet are they from me? One second, let me grab the line. Okay, so I'm gonna move up. Hold on. All right, I'm going to move up 20 feet. Oh, how do I get rid of this loop? No snapping. Never mind. There we go. I can't get rid of this ruler.
You got to go back up to the top where the arrow is on that bar, and select the mouse looking button, and then hit select and move.
All right, so I've moved 15. I'm gonna make it 20 feet. I've moved. And then I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on the one that's like directly in front of me.
Okay. 21, and that one is the...
While I'm doing this, I'm yelling to them, guys, there's 1,000 more of them to our right.
Alright, so a 21 is a hit. Eldritch Blast has a save attached to it?
I don't know, all I did was click Eldritch Blast. Well, you have to do a save, otherwise you become poisoned.
Looks like DC 14 Constitution.
Poison until the end of its next turn. Okay.
How come, dude, I'm moving my mouse on my sheet and it keeps sending me back
Because
to my
I was
main
looking
sheet.
at your sheet.
Oh, I kept trying to go back to look at the spell and you kept moving.
I know. Every time you went back to fucking change it, I was trying to look at something. Alright, so con save.
Why did it roll the con save for you?
It didn't. It's telling me what the con save is required. That's why it says DC 14. He fails.
Nice, you poisoned.
Alright.
Suck on that riff, goblin thing.
And he takes 6 damage. And what's the range on it? I missed that. Hold on a second. Let's do this.
60 feet.
60 feet.
Oh, and I've only moved 15, or sorry, I've moved 20 now, so I can move back.
Yep. So, you raise a paw/hand, and a stream of ale comes flying out at breakneck speeds and slams into this creature. He kind of starts choking a little bit, and he looks a little wobbly. Got anything? No, I guess that's it.
No,
for you.
I moved back. That's it.
Padraig.
Yes.
Tis your turn, sir.
How do I do the line things?
The ruler on the left toolbar. If you don't have a ruler, sometimes it glitches out and it gives you like a really tiny, just like empty space.
Okay, I gotta double check the distances on the spell. I'm going to move up 60 feet using dash.
Ah, brave today, aren't we?
Maybe 60 feet. How do I, if I move, will it show me, or do I need to follow the rule?
I mean, each one is 5 feet, so you can just do it that way. So you get 12 squares.
I think I'll go like 45.
Okay.
Or 40, I guess.
Okay. I will, do I have my weapon and shield out yet? Well, since you guys knew that there was enemies, I would assume, yeah.
Because I can draw it with a free action, right? If I don't have it out yet?
No, it's a bonus action. You pull one of them out. But I'm gonna say that, yeah, you guys probably would have had your shit out. As soon as he reported that there was a shit ton of enemies, and you guys knew you were stocking up on what could be an enemy camp, so...
I would like to use my bonus action to Shield of Faith myself.
Sure. So, let me see your sheet real quick. So what we're going to do then is you do not have the AC modifier field up. Second. There, you see underneath your attacks and all that, you've got something now called Shield of Faith, and there's a blue check mark.
Yes.
Automatically adds to your AC. So, the thing is, once you lose Shield of Faith, you just have to uncheck that box.
Okay.
Are you doing more movement, or is that it? You still have 20 feet left.
No, I'm good.
All right, Braun.
So Braun is going to start out with a bless, and I'm going to bless Gondar, Padraig, and Bedvere.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
So,
May the light be with you.
for you guys, what you can do now, I'm going to show you guys how to modify this real quick on your sheet. So, with Bless, it gives you a D4 to what? Attack roll, saving throw.
Attacks and save.
Alright, so, Gondar, actually, and everybody can do this, even if you don't have Bless right now. What you're going to do is you're going to go underneath of where you have your saves, and you should see something that says Global Save Modifier. Does everybody see that?
Aye, aye.
Yep.
Everybody hit the plus button.
And it shows guidance. Will that change based on what's cast on us, or is that only like?
No, what
'cause it
you're
only
going to
shows
do,
guidance?
what you're going to do is you're going to type in the name, Bless. 'Cause even though it says it there, it's just giving you an example. It's going to be empty if you hit the setting thing.
It's already there. We just have to take it.
No, you still got to type it in because that's just giving you an example. It's not actually there. So you
I
type
gotcha.
in Bless, and then you where it says roll, you type in the extra amount you get to it, which is a D4. And then you
Well,
hit.
you don't actually want us to add it, right? Because we're not doing it. 'Cause
Yes,
I don't have it.
everybody add it, and then you can uncheck it for those of you who do not have it. That way it is always in the sheet, so next time Ron gives you guys Bless, you just hit the check mark, and it's automatically applied.
Nice.
All right, so now Gondar, you just hit the box next to it, and it will show you the, it will automatically add it to your rolls as long as you have Bless. So make sure if I say that, you know, Braun, you lose concentration on Bless, you guys get rid of it. For those of you who do have it for right now, make sure that box is checked.
And we can do the same with global attack modifiers as well.
Yes.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, range of 60 feet. Fuck, I wish I knew you were going to do that. I would have had something out there for you. Give me a second.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
My spiritual weapon is a big old mace with like a flanged end on it.
And where you placed it, ping it for me.
Well, I can't see them, so I'm gonna place it right here.
To the north?
Where are they coming from?
The west.
The west. Then I'm gonna place it over here.
But the army is to the north.
Yeah, I don't want to place it over there by the army. I want to place it over here.
Can you not see them, Braun?
No.
Do you need to zoom out?
Yeah, I think you need to zoom out, because
Oh.
looking from
They
your
were
view...
hidden behind my turn order.
I
in
do
my
see
character.
them now. Yeah, I just needed to zoom out a little bit.
Okay, so where would you like to place it?
Right in front of that one. I'm gonna poof it right in front of them.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right, now just let me give you... let's see, where's Braun? Braun.
Wait, can I change my mind?
Motherfucker. Where
I'm
do you
gonna put it
want
right-
it?
I'm putting it right in front of me.
In front of you? You know you can only move it like, I think it's 20 feet, right?
But I can't attack with it right now.
Yeah, you can. And it doesn't have HP. Like, it's there. They can't attack it.
Yeah, it can only be removed by dispel.
Yeah, or, yeah, that's it. Just dispel.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was the same one. I'm gonna put it right between all these guys.
All right, and I believe when you summon it, you get to do one hit with it as well.
I'm gonna hit this guy right in the front.
All right, roll me your
Yeah.
damage, sir.
Should have it right in my sheet.
Damn. Click on the word spiritual weapon there, so it'll roll it. The damage. right, 9 damage. So, next to this creature, suddenly pops up a flanged mace. And as it pops up, he kind of looks at it strangely. And the thing comes down and clonks him on the head. You can definitely see that he be leaking a bit.
Did you say 1,000, Bjorn, as I walk forward into the shrubbery area? Is this a shrub?
That is a tree.
I'm not the best with counting, but yes, I'd have to say 1,000 or more.
Oh God!
And
yeah,
yes,
kind of
you can move there. That
Yeah,
spot there is where the trunk is, but you can move like north one if you want.
Yeah, I kind of post up next to the tree behind Pedreg.
It's the biggest group of people I've ever seen.
We need to make sure none of these things get out of here alive. And that's my turn.
All right. This one, after taking a hit, he roars, and he charges in. With movements he get that much. Okay. Okay. That's as far as he can get, and they don't have any ranged attacks, so sweet. Next one does the same thing and starts to charge in. And he uses the dash action. Bedveer,
Yes, sir.
it is your turn.
I raise my spear in a silent salute to the enemy, and I will charge forward using dash to post up beside Padraig. Or Padraig.
Okay, so you're interceding yourself between Padraig and the dude to his south?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got a bonus action?
No. I think that's the end of my turn. I'm not that fancy anymore.
Fair enough.
Not
This one
that
charges
fancy.
in as
You
well.
weren't even here, and you were still carrying the team.
This one charges in with a roar as well. Shouts to your north start to go up. Gondar.
Okay, well, I move. I attack with my glaive. It's a rich weapon.
Yeah. Sure is. That is unfortunately a miss.
I attack again with its butt end.
Sure. That is a hit. So you charge in with your glaive and you take a slash at him and he dodges it, but then you spin it around and you come back around and slam him in the chest with the butt end, dealing. Damn, not bad. Okay.
And take a step back. And turn.
Yeah, you hear a crack as one of his ribs breaks. This one gets to here. This one follows him as well. And don't have much of a line of sight, not at least good line of sight. The drag. Yeah, these are coming at you, buddy. Oh wait, that is the wrong sheet. Yeah, Padraig, and Padraig's gonna catch one. Bedveer, one's coming for you. A second one's coming for Padraig, and one is coming for Gondar. Oops, it's rolling to myself. Alright, first one is at Padraig. Is that a hit, sir?
Nope.
Second one at Padraig. He does not have advantage, so I'm guessing that's a miss as well.
Yeah.
Bedveer, one's coming for you. 14.
Miss.
Gondar, this next one's at you. Oh! Oh my. As several javelins come flying out, Padraig, one misses you completely. The other one, you bat away with your shield. Bedveer, one misses you completely. But then the last one soars over the Draconian's head and slams into your side, Gondar.
Ouch.
You take 4 piercing damage and 6 fire damage as it enters and it begins to burn. Thanks for the follow, Kayla. Darrett, who is still way in the back, lifts up a heavy crossbow. He gets in behind this tree. He steps out to take a shot, trying to help out Gondar. He rolled a 20, which is a hit. Oh, damn. Derek does some damage, boy. Gondar, you see a large crossbow bolt pass just over your shoulder and slam into the shoulder of this Draconian in front of you. He then goes back behind, breaking line of sight, and you guys can hear the clicking of a heavy crossbow being reloaded. Bjorn, it is your turn. From your vantage point, I will warn you though, the tree trunk is right here. You cannot see Bedveer at all, and you can only see a little bit of Padraig, but you can see everybody else just fine. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to move up. So, like, is the tree blocking me from attacking?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hit this guy or this guy here.
If I moved here, did you see where I clicked?
Yep.
Would they all be in sight?
I can't tell you that. That's something you got to move to figure out. Because technically you don't know exactly where anything on the other side of this tree is. The only one you know that's there for sure is Padraig.
And the bottom is like the cliff drop off, right? I
No.
couldn't go any lower than...
No, it's a forest.
Gondar?
It's a forest, but that's the way the battle map's set up.
So to move to there, I moved there. How many are in sight?
Well, you don't have much of sight on this one, but you do know he's there. You can see a little bit of him. And then the rest, these two are in perfect sight, and these two in the back, they're kind of like kneeling down behind this log, so they would have half cover.
All right, I'm going to use Bane on the two right there. Hold on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, actually, wait. Before I do that, can I move forward one more to there? And then I can hit those two in front of me, and the one at the top at the back, if I'm not mistaken, is within 30 feet.
With what?
With Bane.
Up to 3 creatures choice. Let's make charisma saving throws. 30 feet. Fuck did my ruler go? Yo, my ruler disappeared. Fuck is this?
The edge of his square is within 30 feet.
Oh, there it is. The center of his was be within 30 feet. So yeah, you could hit. You could technically hit any 5 of them because you can see them all.
All right, well, it's 3 creatures, so I'm going to do the 2 that are closest to me, and then the one at the back on the top.
All right, the red markings on them mean they have Bane. Oh shit! I gotta do the Christmas saves though.
Yeah,
don't
you
I?
got to do your throws.
Oh, damn. Okay. So, that's a success. That one's a success. So this one. Okay.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Am I able... Oh, never mind, it's probably too late to use my cutting words ability to... Oh no, that's for my rules. Never mind. No, it is a creature within 60 feet makes an attack, ability check, or damage roll. Expend a bardic inspiration to deduct it from it.
They're making a save.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
true.
it's not for save. Oh, you went with College of Eloquence after all?
No, I went with College of Magic or College of Lore. So, should that not be there? Because I clicked Eloquence first, but then I went back and I changed it.
What's that called? Cutting words?
Yeah.
And you took College of Lore?
I think that's what it is. I don't know where it is.
So I don't know why it says it's College of Eloquence, because it is from College of Lore. So unfortunately,
I think they both have it, and I clicked College of Eloquence first.
no, Eloquence doesn't have it. I just looked at it. I don't know why that's in there. So you're just gonna have to go in and change. Let me take a look at your sheet real quick.
Alright, I'll stop touching it.
But if I hadn't put so much money into Roll20 already, I'd be using a different platform at this point. There's so many bugs. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Did you also gain 3 proficiencies? 3 skill proficiencies?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
3
Alright.
plus 2, I'm pretty sure. 3 of them got doubled, and then 2 were just added bonus proficiency.
Not as lore bard, no. You join the College of Lore at 3rd level. You gain proficiency in 3 skills of your choice.
Yeah, I did that, and then it had a second thing underneath where I had to pick 2 more. Unless I'm mixing up the first thing I did with eloquence. Yeah, maybe you're right. No, you have to be right, because my animal handling's still at 3, and that was one of the
No, you
secondary
get expertise from being just from being a bard. Hold on a sec. Bard, level 3. Alright, so you got the Jack of all trades. Yep. Yep. So you get 3 skill proficiencies from your subclass, plus you get expertise from being a bard in 2 of them.
Oh, that's what it was. So
yeah,
okay, I got the
so you're good.
expertise in 2, and then the 3 other.
All right. So yeah. Anyways, only your bane only lands on 1 of them, unfortunately.
Do I know which one?
I'm gonna say no.
And I'm out of movement too. So with my bonus action, am I able to ready? Oh no, I can't ready a spell, can I?
No. Unless it's a bonus action spell, you can ready a bonus action spell if you have a bonus action left.
I don't, but I only have like reaction spells. Could I ready a reaction spell?
You don't need to ready a reaction spell.
Alright, I am my turn.
Padraig. Padraig?
I'm here. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm going to. I have 1 attack at this level.
Yes.
I'm going to step forward to. Actually, I'm going to move here. I'm going to go behind Bedveer? No. Shit. Trying to think if there's a way to do a movement without provoking opportunity attack.
Not unless you're going to step between Bjorn and the other Draconian.
Yeah, I misread something I had about one of my spells. I thought I could use it if I provoked the opportunity attack. It's if they do it. So I'm going to move here. And I'm going to hit this dude. The one with Bane.
Okay. That's definitely a hit.
I didn't even see you roll.
In chat or on the screen? I see it on both.
Oh, no, I see it now.
And then I click where it says longsword to do the damage, or is it already
Yep.
in there?
Nope, just click the word longsword. Okay, anyone describe it?
I don't know. I'm swinging at him from a top right down to lower left, kind of diagonal slash. Not trying to like cut his head off or anything, but I'm just swinging as hard as I can.
Yeah, you bury your sword in between his neck and his shoulder, and it goes in several inches, and he begins to collapse as you withdraw your sword.
And then since I took an attack action, I can shield master thingy.
Post shield master, I think so, but post it just to be sure.
Yeah, I remember from the last session I can't do it if I do a spell. Did it?
Bonus action, try and shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. Contested athletics or acrobatics. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you... Okay, that's something else. But yeah. So, contested
I'm shove the
athletics.
one between me and Bedveer, like... So athletics, not at advantage, right? Just normal?
Yep. You go to shove him, and he just kind of uses his one arm to just push your shield away. Unfortunately, it does not work.
And can I take the remain of my movement now that I wouldn't provoke opportunity attack from a corpse?
Yep.
How do I make the dice go away so I can click myself?
Just click anywhere on the screen.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And that is my turn economy.
Braun.
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon just forward and bonk this guy right in the back of the head.
Alright, so as your bonus action, it moves and it makes its attack. Send it. It misses.
That's too bad. Tried to bonk. I'm going to run forward and do an inflict wounds on this one here.
Okay, as you get I'm assuming you don't have your weapon in your hand, right? Just your shield?
Yeah, I would just have my shield in my hand right now.
Okay. So you charge forward and go to grasp this creature's arm.
I cast Auspicious Warning.
Okay. So in that case, it is a D4. So, do you currently have Bless?
No, I don't.
No.
Okay, so you're going to check the Bless button for this one because it is the same D4. So, Bless Auspicious Warning, it's going to work the same way. It's a D4. And then you roll your Inflict Wounds attack. By the way, because Bless works for all the things it does, you're going to want to have that add that in for under your bonus to attacks, saving throws, and skill checks. Same way you added it for your skill checks. Damn. Okay, so that one is a hit. Show me the damage. Okay. As you grasp this creature's arm, he tries to pull away, and as he does so, the horror on his face shows as suddenly his leathery-scaled face kind of starts to sink in a little bit, and his eyes sink in a little bit to his skull. Any more movement?
No, I'm going to end my turn right here.
This one, Hearing Padraig come up behind him, he's going to spin on Padraig. He's closer than Gondar is, so he's going to go for Padraig. $22.
I believe the 22 hits, the other misses.
Okay, I need a Constitution save to hold on to your Shield of Faith as you take 5 damage. Oh yeah, that is definitely a save, but you do take 5 piercing damage as he stabs you once, then pulls back, goes to stab again, and this time it goes off your shield. Bedveer.
Yep. Aha, yes. So I will, with my first attack the gentleman to my west.
Alrighty. That is a hit. You stab out with your spear, using your shield to guide it. You stab forward, you get him in the chest. He is not quite down, but he is damn close. You hear him start to wheeze.
I will use my bonus action to swing the butt end around and see if I can finish the job I started.
You twirl it around in your hand and swing outwards with a kind of a backhanded motion. Unfortunately, as he's wheezing and his head's going up and down, you just skim the top of his head and miss.
Understand, I'm going to use my action surge for a second attack, I believe it is.
Yes, it gives you one more attack.
Wasted effort.
No. As you spin it around and you miss with the first one, you plant the spear back in your hand and you strike straight forward with it. And you manage to catch his tunic, but it goes through the tunic harmlessly.
Having twirled my baton ever so beautifully, I will end my turn.
Gondar, you're up, buddy.
I believe he's the one who DC'd from Discord.
Oh no, Gondar.
I think it was right before or during my turn, I heard the noise of somebody disconnecting.
Weird, he's in the game, but he's not in Discord. Oh. Oh, he didn't Hey, you there? Gondar?
Yeah.
Sorry, if you go silent for too long in Discord, it kicks you into a different channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is your turn, sir.
Yep. I cast as a bonus action Hex on this guy here.
Okay.
And shoot a blast at him.
Sure. Send it. Yeah, that's a hit. See the damage. All
That's
right.
14.
You want to describe what happens as you decimate this guy?
Well, I got angry from his hit, and I aim at his head angrily, and I think that I'll set in my blast makes it explode.
Yeah, your beam of force flies from your hand, and it connects with the back of his head, and Padraig, for a moment, the thing freezes, and then the head just explodes. You are covered in brain. And all you can see on the other side is Gondar standing there with his hand stretched out, with a scowl on his face.
Gotcha.
Gondar, do you have any movement you wish to do?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. In that case, this guy pops back up. He's gonna send one at Bjorn first.
What's he sending at me?
A javelin. Does a 15 hit you, Bjorn?
No.
Okay. Then he's gonna grab another one out of his quiver of javelins. Throw another one. A 16 hit you?
Tie goes to a hit.
If it meets, it beats.
Am I able to use my cutting words for that?
Let me see. Cutting words. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or damage roll, you use your reaction to expend one of your uses of Bardic Inspiration. Subtracting, okay, so I need you to roll one of your Bardic Inspiration die.
What do I click to actually do that? I've never rolled one of mine. I've always given them to people.
What is your Bardic Inspiration at this level? Is it D6?
D6.
So
Yeah, 1d6.
/R space D6. Enter. Yep. What do you say with your cutting words?
I yell out to them, "Can't catch me!"
Seeing a bear talk startles him, and his javelin goes slightly wide, just barely missing you.
You're next, Javelin Man.
This one has a very good line of sight on Padraig, though. God damn.
That's 2 misses.
God damn. 2 javelins land in the dirt in between you and Gondar as they both pass right past you. Derek pops back out and raises his crossbow, realizes he can't get a decent shot on anybody. So instead, he's going to use that. So, whenever a non-hostile creature he can see within 30 feet of him makes an attack, roll, or saving throw, the creature can add a d4 to its roll. So, congratulations. If you do not already have Bless, you have the equivalent of Bless for the next minute.
If I had been closer, it wouldn't stack with Bless. Oh, he moved. Never mind.
Yeah, he's gonna move so he can get a better line of sight. In fact, he's gonna get right behind this tree trunk for the moment. Bjorn, top of the order. It's your turn.
I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead on the one directly in front of me.
Okay, wisdom save. He fails. You want to describe what happens? You don't even need to roll. He's only got 1 HP left. So.
As the loud ringing raises and raises in his head, he falls to his knees, grasping his ears as blood starts to pour out of his eyes, nose, and when his hands fall to his sides, you see the blood coming out of his ears as he falls limp to the ground.
Fuck yeah, that's a description. Let's go. Got any bonus action movement?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I want to see how far away. Alright, if I move behind Bedveer and, if I move behind Bedveer, is that even possible because the tree is there?
Yeah, this space is open. It's just this space here, and part of this space is where the tree trunk is. But you can move like.
So if I moved right behind them, would I still be able to make attacks if they're in front of me?
Depends on what you're trying to do.
Alright, well I'm gonna move right in behind them.
Okay. Anything else?
Isn't that my oh yeah, that's my movement. No, that's it.
Padraig. Your turn, sir.
I will charge forward. I've seen neither of these guys take any damage yet, or did spiritual weapon hit one of them?
No, the spiritual weapon missed one of them.
Okay. I'll move there. I'm gonna hit the one directly west of me.
All right. That is.
I'm not sure what I rolled.
Oh, that's the wrong stat block. That is a hit. You charge in and you swing down at him. See the damage. All right, 7 damage. Okay.
And first level smite.
Okay. Now you can always add your smites into your damage modifier box there as well. Same way we added bless. Just make sure it's the right ones for per spell level and so on. But until you add them. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, you've already got them in there. Hell yeah. Damn, okay, okay. So that's 16. You bring your sword down, and as you do, you connect. And a bright, radiant glow bursts from the sword and slams into him. It's almost blinding, but it subsides in a moment, but he is bleeding profusely from the head.
And try to shield bash his buddy. I'm trying to, I don't know, let's say knock him on his ass since he's already halfway there.
Can you knock them prone with that? I thought you were just pushing them 5 feet.
Either or. That's why the guy that was in charge of D&D had to tweet about people not being allowed to use it at the beginning of their attack, because otherwise everyone would always do it to get advantage on the attack. You have to do it after.
I'm gonna say sometimes it would work to knock them on their ass, other times it wouldn't. But given the fact that these guys are crouched behind a log, yeah. Sure. So, contest athletics. Gotta beat a 20. You go to slam him with your shield, but he just kind of like uses both his hands and braces himself and just pushes back against it.
That's it for me.
Braun.
Okay, so Braun uses his spiritual weapon to bonk this guy in the back of the head, or attempt to bonk.
Okay. See the bonk. Man, your Rafiki weapon is not doing well today.
No bonk, denied.
It goes to bonk again, and instead it misses and hits the log. Movement and action?
I am going to move forward just a little bit. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the guy I tried to hit with the mace.
Okay, dex saving throw or take radiant damage. That's a fail. Roll me thine damage, sir. As another glow of radiance bursts up from underneath him. Holy shit! Look at you. It's your max damage. And a glowing flame envelops him for a moment. You see now he's missing his eyebrows, his eyelashes. There's some definitely scorch marks on his skin that's exposed. And he shouts.
Nice. That'll be Braun's turn.
Alright. And that guy's already dead, so Mr. Bedivere.
Yes, sir. I am moving forward to attack the fellow just directly west of me.
Okay. Yep, that's a hit. You charge in with your spear. You lash out, and yep. You stabbed this one through the thigh. He ain't looking so good. He's bleeding profusely. And then once again, you spin it in your hand and come back with a almost a backhand with the butt end of your weapon. And as he kind of like leans forward and grasps at the hole in his leg that's bleeding, your butt end of the weapon goes over his head again.
Some days it just doesn't happen. Oh, that concludes my turn.
Gondar.
I move over here. I pass my hex to this one here.
Okay.
And cast blast.
All right. God damn. Yeah, that's a hit. Jesus.
16.
Yeah, you want to describe what happens as you once again decimate this guy?
Well, I'm aiming for his kneecap. And I think that I break his knee, I bend it backwards, and he falls over.
Yeah, as you hit his knee with this Eldritch Blast and it snaps backwards. And then he begins to fall. He does so, the bone pushes through the skin. And he starts to scream. But he quickly bleeds out and goes silent.
I feel sorry for him and end my turn.
This one is scared shitless. Hey, Bedveer, you haven't used a reaction yet, have you?
I have not.
You want to?
Yes, I do.
I have one also.
Yeah, you are also within range. See your attack as well. Okay. So he gets to there, and your spell goes off, and as it does, he kind of stops dead all of a sudden, and Bedveer just slams his spear into the backside of his ribs. You feel it squish in. Bones cracking. And a punctured lung. He gurgles as he slowly drops to his knees and then face forward. However, at this point,
I swear to God, if you roll 1,000 initiatives, we're done.
at this point, you hear plenty of shouts going out from the north. I would like... You know what? Everybody can roll me a perception.
It has to do with people, so do I get advantage?
It is not about seeing them. You can't see them through the trees. You're south of the ridge. It's about hearing. Padraig. You hear some of these shouts, and some of them, you can make out the words. The patrol's under attack! And then you hear feet running in your direction. Lots and lots and lots of feet. What do you guys want to do?
Do I still have bless?
Yeah, Bjorn hasn't dropped it, and it's been less than a minute.
I think we need to run. Go back and warn the others.
I'm gonna let the guys know that they know we killed the patrol and they're coming.
I agree. Make
If two of us tried to carry one of the scaly guys, would we be slowed down? Like
Let
if we
me
shared the weight
see.
between two of us?
let me see what they weigh. Probably, but let me just do
Could
a
you
quick
fit
check.
them in a bag of holding?
No. I think the bag of holding has a hole about the size of a head.
2 feet. Let's see. Not the Dragon Army troops. Good.
Can I search the pockets of the guys I'm right beside? Just like quickly pat them down?
You're gonna get a choice. You can either run and outrun these guys, or you can do some investigating.
Well, when you put it that way,
Yeah, I think we go for a tactical rearward reallocation.
I agree.
Let's see.
Discretion is a better part of valor.
Let's see.
Wise words.
I'm gonna say these things probably weigh a few 100 pounds. So I'm gonna say no, you would not be able to carry the weight of one of these split even between the 2 strongest characters and not be slowed down.
Is there any like loose weapons laying beside the bodies of the ones closest to me?
Sure, there's a short sword.
Alright. As I run by, I'm gonna shove it in my bag of holding.
Sure.
Whatever weapons I see lying on the ground beside them as I'm running by, I'm scooping up. I'm running on all fours, so when I scoop up a weapon, I'm galloping on 3 feet as I shove the stuff in my bag.
As a DM, I have to ask why you're doing that.
Stuff to sell later.
Nope. So, you remember when I said everybody gets a bag of holding? However, like, picking up every small, insignificant thing. Like, if you were picking it up because you wanted to do some investigating on it later or something, maybe to see if there's something special about it, I'd allow that.
I wouldn't know that until later on. That's why I'm just grabbing whatever weapons these guys got till later. You can't sell weaponry.
But this isn't Diablo where you just fill your inventory. If that's how you're going to use the bag of holding, what will eventually happen is the raw rules is it only has so much space and can only hold so much weight. Which means if that's the way you're going to use the bag of holding, just picking up random things and being like, I'm going to sell this, mundane piece of shit later, then I'm going to start keeping track of what kind of weight is in it. And eventually, once you fill it up too full, shit's going to explode. And everything that's in it, by raw, gets flung in all directions, which means there's a high chance if you've got 500 pounds worth of mundane weapons in there, and it explodes, you're probably gonna die.
True.
That
So
is my one rule.
What would my carry weight be then?
I mean, if you wish to pick one up and carry it with you to get back to the city, that's fine. But I'm not gonna allow you to pick up like every scrap of crap you find.
All right, put it this way then. I'm gonna grab whatever I see that looks valuable, like looks fancy looking weaponry.
Okay. In that case, at the moment, you find none. These are very mundane things. It's an army weapon.
Fair enough. Which way are we moving? Which way is out of here? Down or to the left?
It would be south. But as you guys begin to run, and after a few minutes, I would like...
I'd like to take a javelin. One that hit me, probably. I'd like to study how can it deal fire damage.
Okay.
Later.
You may take one javelin, yes. Because there is one landed like right next to you when he missed you.
Yeah, and there's also one that got me.
As you guys are running, after a few minutes, I would like one of you to make me a perception check. Gondar. After a few minutes, of Holland-Ass. You pause for a quick moment. Try and catch your breath. Even though you've been going through a forest, you're certain if they were still chasing you, there would be sounds of it. But you are not hearing anything anymore.
Guys, I don't think they're coming after us.
I think we still need to get back to town as fast as possible and let Cudgel and Becklin know that shit might be coming.
Agreed.
Yeah, you're right.
I assume we're going back the same route we took there.
Works for me.
Yeah.
We know the way.
I don't see why not.
I just mean we're definitely leaving a trail.
You're saying that that could possibly lead them to the village?
I mean,
think
if
that,
they're associated with the attack during the reenactment, they already know where it is.
yeah,
Yeah, and to be fair, like they're already planning on attacking the village. I don't know if, you know, it's possible to lead them there. That's
Yeah.
already where they're going.
I agree. They're coming.
okay.
Do you guys want to continue to the village, or what are you doing?
Do we want to try to go to where we thought Cudgel would be, if it's kind of along the way, if the map in my head is right? Because that was west of the village, where the...
You guys are west of her location, and you guys have been heading back towards the village for a good few minutes, running at full tilt from an army.
Right, so we'll pass where Cudgel said they were going already.
Well, she is to the east, the village is to the south.
What do you guys think? If we do get followed, I'd rather it be to an encampment of soldiers than a village of fishers. Although 1,000, it's not going to matter either way.
Yeah, I think this might be the kind of thing the village has to get out of the way of or evacuate, because
Yeah.
I think you're right. I don't think they can win this fight.
If it's just a few scouts, though, the soldiers' encampment would handle it better than the fishermen.
Yeah, you're right.
I do think it's important to tell the village. I don't know. I never want to suggest splitting up.
We have Darrett with us. He could go to one and the rest of us to the other.
How do we know that she's not back already? She said she'd be back in the morning.
I know, we don't know where she is right now. We, like, Beckett and Cudgel could both be anywhere or in two different places.
And the village needs our protection.
So
I
send
vote
Darrett and
village.
soldiers.
All right, so everybody can type 1 in chat if you want to try and find Cudgel to the east. And those of you who want to go to the village to the south, type 2 in chat.
I would like to send Darrett to the one we're not going to, though.
That's a good call.
Okay.
That way the party's not split as far as gameplay.
Darrett's proven himself. He took care of himself well in the fight. I think he'll be fine.
And at this point, he has as much information as we do.
Darrett says, you want me to try and go to the Ironclad Regiment alone? What if Cudgel was wrong and they're not friendly?
approach carefully, and if it doesn't look good, don't take any risks. Come to the village.
Oh, okay. Sure. And he starts heading off to the east.
I'll tell him it's what a squire would do.
You'll be fine.
Oh,
Don't
they're gonna
worry.
get him fucking killed. Okay. He continues to charge off to the east. And he vanishes from sight. You guys continue to head south. At this point, we are going to take a 5-minute break. Go to the bathroom and whatnot. So we'll be back at 11:30. Well, I guess 11:30 for me. Half past the hour. And
Sounds good.
we'll continue for the last half hour.
Okay.
Did anybody catch a species or race description of the 2 soldiers that had the crossbows?
Human.
No.
Nope.
Human.
Thank you.
All right, is everybody back?
I'm back.
Yep.
Gondar?
Yep.
Bjorn?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So as you guys approach the gate, takes you about a good hour and a half to get back. But as you guys approach the gate, a couple men on top the gate call out, "Who are you? Make yourself known."
We were on a quest for the mayor. We've returned. We have dire news. Quickly, let us in.
It takes them a moment, but then they realize, oh, yes, of course. They seem to recognize who you are. They open the gate, and you guys make it in.
Send people at once to gather. Expect an attack imminently. Prepare immediately. We have to go talk to people. Get ready.
Yes, of course. And you see him immediately start shouting orders and whatnot. But as you continue through the town, things do not look as dire as they did before. The injured are, there's still some in the streets, but most of them have, been taking in, get some lodging or somewhat. But you can still see the bloodstains in the street. You guys make your way towards the Brass Crab, since this seems to have mostly been where most of the town business has been taking place. Your maps again. As you guys walk in, you see Yalme, Mayor Raven, and Becklin, along with many villagers who I'm not going to take the time to throw them all on the map because they're not important. But the place is full, and both the mayor and Becklin seem to be fielding questions. Put them. In fact, we'll put them up here on a table. Couple tables there. They're fielding questions and trying to calm down the crowd. But as you guys take a look around, you can definitely see the worry on the faces of all the people. Zah! You're all back. I should have down here. You're back. Excellent. Everyone, please calm down. Sit down. Have a drink. Relax. We must we must talk with the scouts who went out today to see what is going on. And her and Becklin both step down and ask you guys to follow them towards the back of the room. Says so. What did you find? What was out there?
There's a whole army. At least hundreds. I'm not good with numbers, but I dare say thousands.
Of these reptilian creatures.
Yes, we came across more, the ones we mentioned.
We killed 3, and they had humans with them too, fighting together.
What? Does not bode well, says Becklin. Mayor seems to be thinking for a moment.
I forgot to ask, were there any insignia on these, on their armors or weapons?
Well, it is a little late, but give me a religion roll. Yeah, you didn't recognize it.
I asked Becklin if there's been word from the encampment yet. Garrett split off from us as we fled the enemy soldiers who were trying to reinforce the patrol we killed, and he's headed there.
You sent Darrett by himself with an entire dragon army or reptilian army in the area.
We needed to get the information to both places.
He's only 17. He's a squire, not a full-fledged knight.
You sent him with us.
Yes, with powerful allies.
Doesn't answer my question. Has Cudgel been back?
No, she has not been back. We are still waiting on her. My God, how long ago did you send him off?
It's been more than a minute, less than an hour.
It has been more than an hour, by the way.
Yeah. Half past.
My God. I hope he's okay. But no, we have not heard from Cudgel. We're still waiting for her to come in. The mayor still seems to be in, The mayor still seems to be in, thought. And then she stops, kind of pacing. She says, I think I should draft a letter to the commander of the camp to declare Vogler's neutrality in all conflicts. The town can't defend against much more than a few raiders, especially now. We can ask their intentions and welcome the commander to meet me. What do you think?
Don't think that's going to work out how you think it's going to work out.
Yeah, I don't think the 1,000+ enemy soldiers are interested in the village being neutral when it has a keep, a tower with a good vantage point, and access to the river.
Yeah. He's right.
I mean, a parlay is still better than all-out war in my city, is it? Or my town, is it not? I mean, even if they decide they don't want it, then at the very least, we know their intentions for sure.
If you plan to fight, you need to have every able-bodied person at that wall to defend, but honestly, your best bet would be to run.
I would evacuate the children and those who can't help if you are attacked. You can always bring them back later if things turn out better.
I don't know. I need some time to think about this. However, at this moment, Cudgel bursts through the door. With Cudgel is a man with a shaved head and a well-kept reddish beard, smoking a pipe. I'll show you what this person looks like.
My turn order pop-up window, it won't... There it goes.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't get rid of it for some reason. This is what the man that walks in with Cudgel looks like.
Quick question. The macros you add to the bottom of your screen, how do you remove one?
I have no idea. That's why I don't fuck with macros.
Well, I
just use
added
your
one
sheet.
by mistake, and now it's just there.
I have no idea. I've never been able to get rid of one.
And are
That's
you
it.
able to hide people's like character pictures from the map?
Yeah,
Not
that's
their
in your
tokens.
settings.
What's the setting?
Above on the toolbar above chat in the settings.
Yeah.
You go down to audio video and video display, and then player video / avatar size.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
So Cudgel walks in with this red bearded man. She says, "Oi, this is J.F. Veldrus. He be one of me lieutenants. I believe he and the remaining ironclad be still loyal to me. If they wasn't, they could have chopped me down before I could take a single step. I arrived to find several men loyal to Garanus restrained. They are in question, but they were not at the reenactment. J.F. and some others came across a large military force to the northwest. Much too large and organized to be a mere mercenary band."
I asked if it was in a shallow valley beyond a forest, numbering about 1,000, mixed between the scaly guys and humans at least.
Ah, so you already know of them. That's good.
We just came from there. We killed a patrol,
Well,
and they came for us.
see. Well, I don't know. Sounds like we're gonna need a plan then. Mayor says, "Yeah, well, it does seem like we need a plan. I run this town, but I have no experience in battles or really combat of any kind. What do you all think?"
Evacuate the children.
So, in terms of the layout of the town, the only way in by land is through the wall, am I correct?
Show you the map again.
I'm asking him this as my character.
Okay, well, I'm showing you the map because you've seen all the towns. So, Cudgel is a female.
Oh, I thought I was talking to the guy you just introduced.
No, that was Cudgel that was given the report. He hasn't really said anything as of yet. But Cudgel says, "Well, if they want to come, down a pathway, sure. But I mean, you've seen the place. They're able to scale the walls. Those cliffs are only about 30 feet high. It wouldn't be hard for them to get down with a large force."
So their gate kind of is trash then if they can just walk up the hill and come down wherever they want. It's not even a wall then.
It's a fishing village.
Of a valley.
Pretty much. It's a fishing village, man. This isn't like a major scaled city. There's like, I think it's less than 2,000 people live here, and at least 500 of them probably just died in the reenactment.
It's probably more to keep out bandits or goblins than
small raiding parties.
So do you really intend to stand to protect this village?
Well, I don't want fighting in my town.
The fighting's coming to your town. Either you evacuate everybody, or you run the risk of the town being decimated. Either way, the town's never going to be the same. I've seen what bandits and murderers can do to villages.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage. Bless is gone, by the way, but yeah, no, that's still a fucking high-ass roll. Yeah. She thinks for a moment. Well, evacuation is going to take time. We can do it, but it will take lots of time. I don't know if we have that kind of time. Cudgel pipes up. This fault falls at my feet. I trusted some I should not have, and now your homes are at risk, and lives already been lost. I'd say you should parlay for some peace, but if it fails, and you be needing to fight it out, you got what be left of the Ironclad Regiment to pay, to back your play. Life or death. She looks at Jaev, and he gives a nod to her.
So we do both plans at once. If you need time, then we begin evacuations with anyone who can't fight. Everyone that can fight arms up and is ready on the perimeter. And as we evacuate people and there's more room, we slowly break off. Hold them as long as we can.
As you finish that sentence, the door to the Brass Crab slams open, and Bakaris stalks into the room. Ah, you're having a meeting without me? You can't have a meeting of the important people without me. Kind of walks into the room. What have I missed? This about the traitors who killed half the village? Why isn't that one in shackles? As he points to Cudgel. What you gonna do about this? Could always lend the town money to hire some real mercenaries to get rid of the rest of the trash. Cudgel begins to charge at him. But a few of the other villagers kind of step in her way.
Yeah.
And Jaev kind of grabs a hold of her as well. Actually, I should probably put them both out on the map too.
This is the rich guy talking?
Yes.
The elder cunt or the younger cunt?
The older.
Oh, you got money, you say? Maybe I have another scheme that might work. At least to stall. We take all of this guy's money, ask for a meeting to parlay. We ask for this truce, but showing up with buckets and buckets of gold might distract them a bit longer while we prepare and evacuate.
I second the idea.
You ain't gonna be taking my money.
The way I see it, you have two choices. You're able-bodied, and everyone needs to contribute. So either pick up a sword or open your pockets.
Cudgel's still trying to get at him, and Jaev is like holding her back. Huh. This place is full of trash anyways. I'll be on my way. You can see Becklin and Mayor Raven are less than happy about Bakaris.
Are we just gonna let him leave? I still say we take all this gold and use it for a distraction.
Bribes work sometimes.
What if he was the source of the money the traitors took?
He's the only one we know in the area with that much gold.
Yeah,
Even better. Now we have reason to grab him.
and he very much would like to be the leader, even of a ransacked village.
So are we agreed? We nab him and ask him some questions at the very least.
Yes, I'd say
Any
so.
objections from the townsfolk?
Mayor, what say you?
He thinks. For all his bluster and being a piece of horse dung, I don't think he would have the balls to do this. Too much of a coward. He looks over to Becklin, and Becklin kind of shrugs. He has no idea.
Either way, these are times of war, and in times of war, either all townsfolk pitch in or their resources are consigned.
Do not wish to do that to my village, but she sighs. If you wish to try this, I will not stop you.
He went
I
out the
rushed
back,
after
right?
him.
Sorry,
I ran after the rich guy.
Yeah, sure. All right, so Gondar's taken off after Bakaris.
Yeah, but did he go out the back?
He did.
Is there another door at the front?
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. He started running as soon as he got out the door.
Yeah, but I figured I'd go out the front and head him off around the building because he has to go around and up, right?
No, he doesn't. He can get around without going up the side of the brass crab. But you're welcome
Alright,
to
well,
try.
I'm still gonna run out the front door and all fours be charging after him as well.
Okay, so that is what Gondar and Bjorn are gonna do. As for the other three of you, what are you guys gonna do?
I don't know that I can agree with the seizing his property. I think it's still. I can understand it from a utilitarian perspective, but I think it probably would go against the morals of a knight. Seizing property without due process.
You should go after us then and tell us not to do it.
I want to attempt to persuade the mayor to not wait too long in deciding to evacuate those who stand no chance if a fight comes here, and remind her that they can always be brought back.
But any smart army is going to have people watching the city, which means we need to get ready to evacuate. And once we do, we evacuate everybody at once. We can't start sending people out in ships or they will get picked off. It's going to take time.
We can try and buy time with Parlay. I'll carry a message if you want. I wouldn't consign my companions to it unless they're of a mind.
Sure. So, she says, by all means, probably a horse at the stables near the gate. Give me a moment to draft a letter. And she sits down, takes out some parchment and ink quill and some ink. And as you, Bjorn and Gondar, you both arrive nearly the same time at the locked gates of West House. I think that's what it was called, right? West Side House. Or West Hyde House. About this time, as you guys arrive there at the locked gates, Bedvere, you are being handed a letter asking for a parlay. But Dragon Braun, what are you two doing?
I was going to be chatting with Cudgel to get a little bit more information about the Ironclad camp and just how that went, and if our little buddy Darrett would be okay out there.
Darrett? What should be meaning, Darrett? I haven't seen him since yesterday.
Well, we sent Darrett to come check in on the Ironclad camp when we split ways to make sure that we set word out of the army, but we also haven't heard from him, so we were hoping you may have crossed paths.
No, I haven't, and at this moment, you guys hear a bell from the north. All of you can hear bells start ringing from, and somebody runs inside, says, "A rider approaches the gate. Just a single rider." And that's where we're going to end for the evening.
Oh, please let
Oh
it
my
be
God.
my boy Darrett.
Cliffhanger.
So worried about Darrett. At first I thought he was a necromancer, and now I'm so worried.
Bro, as soon as you guys were like, we're going to send him off, I was like, oh my God, I have so many ideas right now. I was not expecting that shit. I was not expecting that shit at all.
He worked that crossbow pretty good. He's a man now.
Yeah, totally. And he's a single man army and definitely take on 1,000 soldiers or, patrols all on his own. 100%.
It's kind of that same logic. One man on himself is going to be harder to spot.
But
I definitely voted
thank you
to
everybody
all
for coming
stick
out.
together.
And we'll see you again soon. I got another game on Saturday afternoon and another
I'm
one
not
Sunday
really
night.
sure what
So
going to check on the
and a WoW
person who
stream
went
tomorrow.
to get an
So
army would do.
check in for that. Would
Either
you?
the army would
Peace.
show up